And next we have a follow-up on our story about the historic Union Square post office. As most people know, the building is on the verge of being sold, but a number of people are concerned that the Postal Service isn't following the correct procedures related to the historical buildings. So, earlier in the month, Alderman White and McWaters asked the city solicitor to investigate the matter, and we'll keep you updated on that.
Yes, some members of Congress are also concerned, so in January, they recommended that all sales be suspended for now while they wait for a report from the Inspector General. And 2 members of Congress from cities where post offices are about to be sold have also filed a bill calling for a permanent moratorium on the sales. We asked our Congressman, Michael Capuano, about the bill and about the financial pressure being put on the U.S. Postal Service.
Congressman Capuano said that the congressional report only recommends that the sales be halted. And he also noted that the party controlling the House of Representatives right now is not likely to do anything to help the Postal Service. He said that Congress is actually at least partly responsible for the sales of these post offices. In 2006, Congress passed the law requiring the federal agency to fully fund its pension plan.
The whole pension problem is what's causing the post office to have a financial loss. I didn't vote for it, but the Congress passed a law 5, 6, 7 years ago, I think it was, that said that the post office has to fully fund its pension fund now. And that's insane. I mean, they were underfunded, and they should slowly work their way towards full funding, just like the city of Somerville is doing, and every city in Massachusetts. It was happening when I was mayor. It's still happening. The Somerville pension system is not fully funded. Social Security is not fully funded. The pension at the post office is no different. It should be addressed, but by forcing them to address it in an inappropriately short period of time, they are causing them to look like they are losing money. If we simply address that issue and allow them to fully fund their pension system over a more reasonable period of time, the post office wouldn't, the economics of the post office wouldn't look near as bad. As a matter of fact, it would actually be a positive. The last time I looked, they'd be looking as though they were making money. That doesn't mean they don't have to deal with some of their internal issues. They do have to have a new model. I know that most people are not using mail anymore. I get all that. They still have to make the transition. But it's a lot smoother opportunity for a transition rather than just the abrupt, you're losing $1 gazillion and you got to do something. Well, they're losing $1 gazillion right now. Yes, they have a business model that has to change, but it's mostly because we're making them do something that no one else is being made to do. And I think that's being done by people who have been trying to close the post office for most of my adult life. And the consolidation of the post office is not going to stop. And this has been going on for many, many years. But the post office is only part of this. To me, I think I would look at it more as the opening salvo of a serious discussion about the future of Union Square. What do people want there? I hope that the discussion going on about the post office deals with whatever they need to deal with, including the historic aspects inside the building and the building itself. But more importantly, I hope it goes broader and it discusses what do people want in Union Square.
That is a good question. And our next report is about Union Square. Here's a brief look at the meetings held by the Somerville Redevelopment Authority to hear from the 9 developer teams who are competing for the Union Square Master Developer contract.
What is a master developer?
It's a developer that's given the mandate by the city to carry out the studies, develop major projects, and sometimes take land by eminent domain. It's a way of ensuring that development is done in a harmonious manner.
That's a lot of power. Here's another question. What is the Somerville Redevelopment Authority?
It's a board of 5 people, 4 appointed by the mayor and 1 by the governor, which determines what areas of the city might need redevelopment. The board makes recommendations to the City Hall.
For 3 afternoons this month, the Somerville Redevelopment Authority and 3 City Hall staffers, including Special Counsel Eileen McGettigan and Director of Economic Development Edward C. O'Donnell, heard from the 9 firms competing to be the master developer of Union Square.
We've got the team specifically ready to do this. This is complicated, but you can trust us to get it done.
Each partnership made its case.
I think we've had great success creating value-added master plans. We like to say we're good listeners.
One even suggested that Union Square could become a park. Another focused more on the commercial potential.
I believe that Union Square and Boynton Yards need to be effectively melded together for both of them to reach their ultimate potential.
After each presentation, SRA members asked questions.
How are you going to preserve kind of the historic nature of Union Square?
You know, we've given this a lot of thought, and great neighborhoods are truly authentic places. And when you walk out this door and you walk through Union Square today, you just feel that authenticity. It's real, and that really rests in the citizen, the community, it rests everybody in this room, and it's up to all of us to really capture and preserve that authenticity.
The presentations at all three meetings offered interesting ideas from nationally recognized firms, and the answers to the questions sounded good, but remained rather vague, like this one. William Gage asked if current local business owners
basically get a break on the rent, so that we can keep some of the vitality, so the square doesn't become a collection of chains.
Yeah, the truth is that the existing retail is the critical component for the future of Union Square. They've been there, and those mom and pop shops that exist today, a large chain, a large mall would never do that because of the credit. So you take risk with them, but they've proven themselves to be true. Those type stores actually are the fabric that you want to maintain, preserve and protect. There's no question about that.
The next step will be for the SRA to listen to the comments from the Citizens Advisory Committee.
All of us will be taking their comments into consideration.
The SRA will take its time.
We all love the city, and we don't want anything bad to happen to this city. We love the feel in the community, and you know, if it happens to one, it happens to all. So that's why we're being very, very cautious, and we're not doing this in a rush at all.
I'd also like to point out
the Somerville Redevelopment Authority and City Hall are drawing up a short list of firms they'd like to re-interview. We'll stay on top of this issue, but in the meantime, we urge all Somerville residents to follow developments and make their views and opinions known. Reporting for Somerville Neighborhood News, I'm Jane Regan.